What's going on, people? It's your man, Mr. Controversy, here on my NBA Journal. It's been a crazy week. Let's get to it. Of course, with the Bulls, if you're a Bulls fan, you're sickened. There's been some bad losses this week, or should I say, including Derrick Rose, and the loss we had on the other day, on, Tuesday, which makes sense because the team is distraught right now, and don't blame them. I mean, what is it? It's the third year he's been hurt. It's really unfair to Derrick Rose. I mean, most of the people, they've been almost wishing it on him, like before the season, during the season, watch, he's going to break. I'm telling you, he's, come on, man. I mean, I don't see why you would be like that to a player like Derrick Rose, any player, but Derrick Rose, I don't see why. But anyway, so the Bulls, they lost yesterday or Tuesday. So is there any light at the tunnel for this? People say, yeah, get rid of Derrick Rose. It's not that easy, people, especially if they're praying and hoping that it's only a 4 to 6 week setback where he comes back in 4 to 6 weeks. But I'll say this. Hopefully, with all of this going on, the Bulls can go back to being the Chicago Bulls and play a little defense. I think with the fact of adding Pau Gasol, Jimmy Butler's emergence, then Rose was playing. He was healthy until the situation. But for the most part, during the season, he was healthy. And the Bulls were scoring, I think, like 105 a game, something like that. I mean, I think the Bulls got too happy with the offense and stopped focusing on playing defense, which is the bread and butter for the Chicago Bulls. So maybe with all of this going on, now they lost a dynamic player in Derrick Rose, they could focus on defense, go back to playing defense. And they still have a go-to guy in Powell, Jimmy Butler, maybe let's see if he can really step up. And I like Aaron Brooks. Aaron Brooks come in and do his job. He's a good guy. He can score, right? Get to the basket with ease. So the only thing that's missing is bringing Aaron Brooks off the bench to start. Now we don't have that firepower coming off the bench for the second team. So it hurts. Plus, Ray Allen, please come to Chicago. We need you. I understand we don't look like a contender just yet or we don't look like a contender anymore after Rose is out. But hopefully he's out 4 to 6 weeks. Come to Chicago, man. Because then we'll have spacing. Dunleavy get his legs back. You have Ray shooting threes. And that's all the Bulls are missing is somebody to space the floor, and they don't have that. Now, let's talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're looking scary, folks. They're looking very scary. I knew they were going to do this. I mean, and it makes sense because they haven't played in a while. I mean, they haven't played with each other, and so it was going to take a while for them to gel. Then LeBron sitting out was probably the best thing that ever happened to Cleveland. The Mozgov trade was a great trade. But and I like the JR trade, JR and Shumpert. So now they're starting to gel. Now they're looking scary. And with Chicago Bulls being out, to me, they're the team to beat. Why not the Atlanta Hawks? Because I say the Atlanta Hawks, they're still good. But when it comes down to playoffs, I've always said this, superstars will always beat teams with just good players. Teams with the most superstars usually win the game or win the series, especially going, when you're trying to go to the finals. So I think that Cleveland is a scary team right now. They're playing on all cylinders. And, I mean, who can stop them? LeBron is playing out his mind. Kyrie is playing. The only thing that will hurt him is Kevin Love is like he doesn't know his identity yet for that team. So if the Bulls, if somehow, some way, which I don't know, Rose got healthy and the Bulls got back to regular strength, I don't know if Cleveland can beat Chicago, because you saw what happened the night before All-Star weekend, that Thursday night. Bulls clobbered Cleveland Cavaliers. So we don't know. We'll see, but they look scary right now. To me, they're the team to beat in the East. Atlanta, I don't know. Like I said, they're a good team, but again, when it comes to playoffs, first of all, those threes are not going to – not Corbin. Yeah, he's going to hit his threes, but Carroll, Bazemore, Teague, Mike Scott, all them players shooting those threes, I mean, they might not fall. What happens if they don't fall? Yeah, they move the ball, but if you look at the Hawks' offense, it's based on passing the ball, then they shoot the three. That's what they do, mostly shoot threes, so that doesn't work in the playoffs. Ask Golden State, and they have more talent than the Hawks do. So that's why I say I don't have them being the team to beat in the playoffs. Now, I have to talk about this. And I've said this. I've been on Facebook. I said it at the beginning of the season. I mean, like the fourth week of the season. People thought I was crazy. I said, if Oklahoma City get to at least a 6th seed, Russell Westbrook will be MVP. And I said this before he started getting triple doubles and scoring 38 and 10. I mean, they didn't like it. They thought I was being controversial. They thought I was trying to be my name. And, since I'm Mr. Controversial, he trying to stir up some controversy. No. Come on, bro. I know sports. That's why I do this. And you can look at him and you can look at the way he playing. Look at his game face. Like, it's different from the Russell of old. So I don't think this is the contract year. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. But at the same time, he's playing out of his mind. I think he's had like 3 triple doubles in the last 4 or 5 games, something crazy like that. I'm talking about getting 30 points, 10, 11 assists, and 12 rebounds, stuff like that. I mean, he's balling. And hey, I always criticize. I know everybody else, we've criticized, but I know for a fact, I can speak for myself. I've criticized Durant and said, man, you need to stop acting like a little punk and take over that team. Maybe I need to apologize to Durant, because Durant, maybe you knew what you had in Russell. It just hadn't unveiled yet, and now it's finally coming out. And hey, maybe you all can be the best 1-2 punch of this generation. I don't think it will be our time with Jordan and Pippen, but I'm just saying. I mean, like I said before, he's the best point guard in the NBA right now, playing the point guard position. Yeah, I said it. Again, you averaging over 26 points, averaging over 8 assists, 6 rebounds, you're getting over 2 steals, and you play defense too. Not just steals, but you play defense. And you give it up, you hang it all out. You give it. I mean, you can't do nothing but play hard. That's all you do is play hard. Play for your team. Who wouldn't want to play and, leave it out on the court? So if OKC gets the 6th seed, Russell Westbrook will be the MVP. He's playing better than Curry right now. Anthony Davis is hurt, and they're on a losing squad, so he's not getting it. The only other player to me right now is threatening my proclamation is LeBron James, because he's playing out of his mind. So if they get first, and I'm not going to say they don't deserve it, and he doesn't deserve it, because he's, like I said, he's playing out of his mind. And if they get first seed, somehow that's crazy. But if not, I think if OKC gets 6th seed, you have to give it to Russell Westbrook. So game's complete. And to me, he's the hardest person to guard in the NBA right now. So once again, it's your boy, Mr. Controversy, here on my NBA Journal. I will be doing this each and every week. We'll get back to it. It's been a great season so far. Hopefully it keeps up. Let's see what happens, folks. I think we're about to go on a great, great ride. All right, I'll holler at you all. I'm out.